Alright, this is the TLDR version of the autism story video. The other version was an hour, this version is going to be like 5 minutes. So, yeah. Basically, at an early age, we figured out there was something wrong with my brain. And, or not wrong necessarily, different. I mean, I consider it wrong, but other people don't. And that's the fun part of the story. Basically, there were people in my life that came and went, and they didn't really change me that much. I was changed by them going out of my life, but my life didn't change that much with them coming into it. The only thing is that I valued them, I liked them, or I loved them, even. And when they left, it hurt and it changed me, and that's it. But when they were in my life, they didn't really make me better. If anything, I was better off when they were gone, because I felt hurt, and their absence had left a hole. I changed a lot more due to what I lost rather than what I gained. And so I've been trying to reconnect with them, it just hasn't worked out. But there were people in my life that have come and they have gone. There were people at Goodwill that they reinforced my antisocial tendencies. Basically what's wrong with my brain was that I'm autistic, that I don't function right, that I'm very slow, I'm very clumsy, that we don't really have. I'm torn. I think deep down I've always liked who I was. But to be honest, on the outside, I've always been kind of afraid and self-loathing. On one hand, they were trying to cure autism a while ago, but I felt as though I would be destroyed. I would be effectively killed if I was cured, because that's part of my personality, that's part of my tick, that's part of my thing. If you cure that, then what's left? Do I just grow into fucking... I don't know if I was wanting to preserve what was there. Because I was afraid of that idea. I don't know if I was wanting to preserve what was there, or if I was wanting to... Because I didn't trust people. I didn't want to be near people. So I didn't know what the deal was, but I don't know why I was afraid of it, but was I trying to stop from killing me, effectively? Killing my personality? And was I trying to protect my personality? Or was I trying to avoid becoming the people I despise? The people I despise are mean, are cruel, they hate what's different. And I was different. I hated me. I don't know what was going through my mind when I was thinking of all of that. Because I remember being deathly afraid of the idea of a cure. But at the same time, I remember hating who I was. So why was I so afraid? Was I trying to preserve me, or was I trying to stop me from becoming them? I don't know. And when I when I was in school, I was bullied a lot mercilessly for being different. When I was homeschooled, effectively. I was actually homeschooled after that. And when that obviously meant that I socialized a lot less. So I had friends that came and went. When I got a job at Goodwill, I wanted to be more social. So I found a guy who I was trying to get close to him for a while, subconsciously kind of. I saw that he was getting really angry with our boss, and he was about to tell her off. Dude, I was about to call her some names that I really shouldn't call her. He was about to tell her off, and I was like, dude, so I came in there, I barged into the employee area, and I just said, like, hey, EB, we got a customer who needs help with a Christmas tree. That customer was my mother. So we loaded it into the car, and I was like, by the way, EB, I had this covered. It just looked like you were about to tell off our boss, and that wouldn't be a good idea. And also, this customer is my mom. And he was like, oh, good to meet you, Miss Davis. And then he was like, yeah, I was about to tell her off. I'm getting real tired of her shit. So that, that exchange took place. We became friends after that, kind of. I gave him my phone number, and we kept in contact. And we still keep in contact. I mean, not as frequently as I would like, but I don't think I'm going to lose him as a friend. He was talking to me the other day about MT, who is... We'll get to that in a minute. But, okay, so at Goodwill, we're not allowed to talk to each other. At whatsoever. You're not allowed to talk. Which makes sense. You want to be more productive. But that just made going to work every day a chore. Because I like to talk, but that made my antisocial personality worse, as you can imagine. Of course, I took charge. I led me and EB when we were working it there. I sort of always felt like a natural-born leader, but I've never been able to prove myself outside of when EB's mother trusted me with some special needs kids who were like me. And now at McAllister's, I have people who actually believe in me. People who see stuff that I don't within me. I have D, who took me under her wing and helped me get better. I have MT, who did effectively the same thing, but she was also one of the first people to actually show me a significant amount of respect and kindness. She knew that I had something that, she respects me. She told the new hires that if they were ever confused, they could go to me to figure something out. And then she told a few of them that I was the nicest person there. So she has a pretty high opinion of me, and that's what keeps me going, is that someone actually believes in me. Eventually, MT asked to add me on Facebook, and we declared that we were officially friends. Not even 24 hours later, I am stumbling over my words, and I'm trying to ask her out. I'm like, I say, like, I don't mean to be rude, but or disrespectful, but I was wondering if, and then she's like, are you trying to ask me out? I said, yeah, to get coffee. And so then she says that, basically, like, yeah, that sounds fun, just text me the details. And so I thought I was thinking to myself, but I said out loud, that wasn't so hard. And she's like, yeah, just breathe. And I was like, fuck, I said that out loud. And so then she's like, yeah, you did. It's fine though. I'll see you later. I was like, oh. And yeah, I thought she would be offended. But to my surprise, she was actually very, I don't want to say happy, but excitable to the fact that I asked her out. She told effectively her best friend. She was bragging about it, and her best friend told everyone else. With her permission, of course. And so now boss knows, and he steps out. He stepped out of it. He's like, man, good for both of you, I guess. But you know, he told some other people, some other employees, that like there are rules to conduct around here if you guys are going to be engaged. With me and MT, he just stays out of it, which is interesting. I don't know what the deal is there. I guess we're more trustworthy or something? I don't really know. But anyways, MT tells me everything, except apparently where she's going, and she's kind of ghosted me on text. I don't know what's going to work. But her believing in me keeps me going. Has even before we were friends, and now, whatever this is. And she's consistently believed in me, which she was so nice to me that I actually wanted to be her friend for a long time, and I was trying to get closer and closer and closer to get that goal. And once I kind of gave up on the friendship thing, maybe 2 months in, and I wanted more than that. But when she declared that we were friends, when we both declared that we were friends, I was like, all right, today's the day. I'm going to do what I've been wanting to do for a while. My mother said, yeah, I've heard that one before. And TikToker was like, yeah, you should totally do it. This is the time to do it. You've got nothing to lose. The worst you can do is say no. And I was like, but do you know how much that's going to hurt? And he said, you guys are already friends. Just hold on to that. Just hold on to that. She likes you, so she's not going to want to throw that away. And I was like, you know what? I'm not sure I should do this. And he said, if you get hurt from this, I will be there to pick you back up. It'll be fine. Which is when I decided to do it. And so, I don't let anyone know that he knows, and he plays oblivious for me. But, yeah, with everyone trying to talk me into doing it, I wonder how surprised she'd be knowing that the only reason I did it is because of him. I have friends now. I have people that I trust with my secrets, even though she doesn't currently know about my autism. And that's really where we are now. I have a low opinion. I guess I should add some other details to this. I have a very low opinion of myself, but and I border on thinking I'm worthless at times, but seeing how people believe in me and how they're always trying to pick me back up when I fall, metaphorically and physically, or literally, they believe in me, they help me get back up on my feet, they're always nice to me. It helps me, it keeps me going, honestly, knowing that I have a support system of people that don't really know me that well, but appreciate me. I mean, MT, TikToker, they all seem to think the world of me when I have a very low opinion of myself, but I also think the world of them. I mean, I'm not gonna say who, but we'll say L. Ooh, no, we'll say Snart. Snart, she said, when she's like, oh, TikToker's gone? What a shame, because he was going on vacation. And I was like, yeah, he's like the best worker here. I can't tell sarcasm and shit like that. And she's like, oh, really? You think? And I was like, well, maybe I'm a little biased, but I think he's one of our heavy hitters. And he's like, oh, wow. But I believe that he's one of our heavy hitters. She doesn't. So maybe I'm seeing what everyone else doesn't see, just like they see in me what I don't see. It's nice to have a support system. When I fall, even my boss tries to help me out. I slipped on a piece of fucking ice, and My boss grabbed me and picked me back up. I was like, all right, thank you. But then when I was like doubting myself because I was fucking up on dishes. I'm a dishwasher and a busser there, and a server there. I mean, when I was when I was failing, my boss was like, "You're doing the best you can. We're really busy, but we need you. So just hang in there, okay? You can't quit. You can't walk away. We need you." And I was like, "What you need is someone else, someone better than me." She's like, "You're doing the best you can. There is no one better than you. Like, there's a whole fucking bunch of people you can call that are better than me." And she says, "There are people who are faster, but no one is this thorough." I was like, damn.
Thanks, partner.
But yeah, I've had a few people ask me why I have such a low opinion of myself. I'm just like, look around. What have I accomplished? And consistently, they pick me back up. So basically, I started out as antisocial and didn't want anyone to come near me. And now I'm a fucking social butterfly, as they say. All because of the people I have around me that I'm very grateful for. The people we keep around us make us better. And that's something that a lot of people don't get. I know this is all over the place, but this is the TLDR version, so you'll have to get over it. I have a 1 hour version if you want to watch that. But this is already like a quarter of an hour, so yeah. Have a nice night, stay safe, and yeah, schmoove it, I guess. Later.
Norman's on his way to get the anti-serum. Better update Yuri.
I hope this is good news.
It is. Oscorp just created an anti-serum.
There's a cure? Oh, thank God. How quickly can we get it to people?
I'm on my way to find out. The lab is at 10th and Cathedral.
Wait. I just got a report of a helicopter going down in that area.
Oh no. That could be Norman's helicopter.
I'd send officers your way, but I don't have any.
Don't worry, I'm on it. This'll all be over soon, I promise.
Does anyone else find it suspicious that this rhino person always knocks down buildings and tears up roads, which someone ends up making money rebuilding?